Hello everyone, welcome to this week's dream analysis reading. It's a nice quiet early morning hour, so some of you might still be in one of these dream escapes at the time that I'm recording it. So we are going to do tarot cards and charms this week for the dreams analysis, so let you kind of tune into your card. I just randomly this time was drawn to add in a gemstone here, so maybe you're more drawn to the gemstone or the color versus the card. If you need more time to tune in, you can pause the video. I have time stamped below, so you can jump ahead to your messages. Otherwise, we'll go ahead here. I am an organic reader, so you will see me move everything on camera, do everything on camera. Put these aside so I remember what order. Okay, so that's your card. Let's see. You know what? I think what I'll do is always with the first group, we kind of figure out the spread. Don't really ever have a plan in mind. We'll see where the dreams take us this week, where your energies, your dreaming energies are going, what the souls want to talk about, and the angels, and explaining your dream here. So I think what we'll do is we'll go two across, or a couple across, and then we'll complement the cards below and some charms. Maybe I'll just give us a bit more room here. Okay, let's get clarity on what the dreams are all about this week. What were you dreaming about and why? You can see there's no real association. Just kind of feeling out how they want the cards. Looks like we're gonna wrap around here. At least for you guys. Or maybe they just want these two kind of associated here. Okay, so we'll do that for the spread. Your dream just woke up my puppy here, so we'll kind of get a sense as to why. Enough energy in order to wake him up. Okay. Always try to get it on camera when they're moving. They're actually moving pretty good this morning, visibly, that is. Let's see if they want to add another one over here. Yep. Okay. I'll just move the bowl for now, I guess. Making sure that wants to stay there. Okay. Oh, jeez. Fairy's dancing around. Maybe you've been dancing in your dream, having a little party, a little festive. Like I said, my dog woke up. He got up. Okay, so maybe what we'll do, just because we know that's your card. Okay. All right. Take the timestamp and we'll see what your dream's all about. Group number 1, going into your dreamscape here. All right, let's start with your primary card. And it's cute to have my sloth here, which is all about just kind of hanging out, chilling out, and we're in a dream, so kind of hanging out in the dream. As I did that, it really drew me into the face shape here. Kind of reminds me of that cartoon game, Among Us, the way they they draw the sort of the space suits, just the one kind of visor here. So I don't know if you were in a sci-fi-esque, future-esque world, if you actually were out in space. Otherwise, I feel like you were wearing some kind of suit. The other example they're showing me now is the back rooms, where they have kind of the yellow hazmat suit on, those characters. And the back rooms are like a different kind of alien world as well. So alien just means like foreign, unknown, discoverable territory. Maybe we're exploring. Okay, so here's the card that draws us all together. Similar shape in the eyes, right? Goggles. Bring the card back. Let's see if I can do justice what I'm seeing. Let's see how the same kind of goggles. I wonder where the eyes are covered here with you. I mean, goggles, I was getting like a spacesuit or hazmat suit. Now with goggles, this could be like what you wear when you're in transportation, right? You have to wear goggles on motorcycles, airplanes, that kind of thing. Some kind of visor. I mean, this could be like a VR headset if you were kind of in the future. But I like how both of them have a similar kind of head shape, getting the similar kind of happiness and the grin here. I wonder if this is more. Oh, wow. For a sloth, you sure move fast. After I was just saying mode of transportation. I don't know so much this is you or maybe a prime character you may have met, like a companion you had in your dream. Someone, what are they showing me here? Like someone keeps inviting me, encouraging me to like get on the back of the bike, to go out to space. Like there's this really cool energy that draws you in. What's that show? It was a graphic novel, became a show a while ago with bunkers. But there was like a, I don't know, like a zombified cowboy character that you were just drawn into, right? The female main character was drawn into wanting to hang out with him and learn from him. There's often a character like that in some of these kind of more happy, playful, energetic kind of futurescapes, right? Landscapes. There's always a character that we want to hang out with. I mean, another example would be like Donkey for Shrek, right? Donkey keeps it upbeat, encourages him to go down the path. But like these big eyes or goggles on his face and the smile here, those seem to be the key characteristics of this person. I don't know if those characteristics make you think of anyone in your life as well, in your waking life. You know, if you had someone on your mind, they could have popped up in your dream. Kind of work it out that way with you. Okay, let's get into who this character is. So next we have my black leaf here. It's kind of familiar but not, right? We know it's a leaf, but why is it completely black? At least in my country, the black leaf is usually not until it hits the ground and starts to regenerate and go back into the earth, right? Break down, go back into the earth. But I think this is more what I was alluding to in the first card here with the impressions of like the surroundings feel familiar to me, but they're different. Again, sort of that future state of my surroundings or an apocalyptic kind of state around my surroundings. Like I know I'm on Earth. I know I'm in a city, but like where I am in the world, don't know, right? Sort of that new world kind of feeling, but again, familiarity. And that's paired with my kind of prism here, which is endless possibilities. It's not a fork in the road. It's choose your own path, choose your own adventure. And if you're in a kind of foreign territory here in your dreamscape, so maybe you kind of wandered into another new quadrant of the dream realm, right? Endless possibilities of where you can go. So you kind of wandered into this territory here, and you met a character. Had your own little movie going on last night in your dreams. I like this portal. Being Canadian, we had a wonderful TV series, SG1, Stargate. So this is a portal. It would just kind of liquefy and they would go to another world, right? Similar to your dream portal. So you kind of activated yours and you went to a new world here, right? Or maybe you stepped this way. Maybe this was the kind of vegetation maybe that you saw, or maybe like I was saying, it's earth, but the sky is this kind of pink orange hue all day long. It's not blue. So familiar, but not. Feels the same, but not. I'm pausing because there's like this explosion back here. I'm trying to figure out why they're drawing me to this kind of, I don't know, it's almost like a splash in the water. You know, when the waves kind of kick up, there's like that explosion of either dust or stars, waves, water. Maybe that's where we're going next, because they're not explaining, but they're pulling me into this middle light here, right? The middle of the prism here. So this new world we went off to. Explosion. Okay. Then we have the pendulum. So this is moving at your own pace. I'm starting to hear like saloon music. Sometimes I see this as the metronome on like a piano, keeping time. And I'm hearing like saloon music as they draw me back to this character. So now we're getting that. That's the second time I've had a Western reference, because I was alluding to that zombie cowboy from that bunker. I wonder if you're sleeping through your alarm clock. I did say I was filming this much earlier than usual this morning, and you might still be sleeping, but I just feel like this is so enjoyable. You're exploring it so much. You might have caught yourself this week sleeping through your alarm, or just catching it, or something that's not normal for you. Either you woke up late or woke up early, but I think it's because you're really enjoying the dream. Like I said, I have this beautiful character. I have the music playing. Okay. Yeah, I definitely feel like you met one, or at least, or maybe this character was trying to bring you to see this one. This one feels like sort of a final destination, like a wise sage, the Wizard of Oz kind of energy that I'm getting off of this um, sort of bird shape. It has uh, what's it called? The standing um, coffin kind of thing. Feel to it here. It's like you went to them to ask about a wish. Um, like visiting the oracle kind of thing, right? I'm getting wisdom, wish, them providing you, either granting the wish or providing you the information you seek, right? That kind of adventure here with your soul. So I guess your soul was your little character buddy here with the goggles, pulling you in to meet this wise individual that had all the answers for you. So it's kind of like the dream theme that I'm getting here. So a bit of a fun search, almost like you didn't even know what you needed to be looking for until your character friend here came in. So time, so maybe it was divine timing for you to have this dream as well, right? Going at your own pace, playing music, that's celebration from the angels of this kind of astral travel that you did with your soul. Okay. Let's see why. Where do I want to start? I'm going to start over here because it has a similar story in terms of the charms, because we have kind of new legs, shaky legs from excitement and nervousness of going somewhere new. And then we end off with seeking direction, kind of looking up, knowing what's next. Similar kind of journey as to up here. With my little deer, my little Bambi here, my little fawn. As I was saying, this is newness. So this is entering a new phase, meeting someone new, a new relationship, a new connection. So there could be some kind of new phase in your waking life that you're dreaming about or are thoroughly enjoying, sort of that shaky excitedness, nervousness. And that's translated here in your dream, at least the first two cards, right? We really see the happiness, the smile, the joy, the passion, the music was playing, sort of the turning of the new leaf. So this new phase that you're entering here with more like excited nervousness. Okay. Yeah, so look at that. So as soon as you definitely astral traveled, right? When you went into your dreamscape and look at your expression like, oh, what's this place? What's this new place? You can almost see you're coming through that gate, right? So using your gift of soul travel. And then look who came swooping in here. Here's your guardian angel. Your cowboy friend was like, whoop, okay, they've gone somewhere new. And here's that eagle, right? Almost the same face. Wisdom, knowledge. Okay, this is where we'll take them. We'll take the opportunity here and get some information. There's that explosion again, the starburst off here in the back. So this dream come true, or maybe that's the portal you came in through. You flew in through here into this. They want me to say like alternate realm, alternate reality. So maybe you just crossed the, what is it, 5D, 4D, and kind of went in, like, because I was saying this is Earth but not, right? So maybe you went through that realm barrier, and that's why your guardian angel was a bit of a oops, but let's let them explore and meet this person, and I'll pull them back, right? We'll beam them back. Kind of this happiness. And no wonder you had a bit of a kind of excitement to the newness, exploration, flying around. All of them have wings, so flight as well is heavy in your dream. But we had that with the goggles and the astronaut feelings. That's all flying, movement, and you got your wings here, right, as a soul. So interesting, they're pairing my health symbol charm with if dad can't fix it, no one can, which is DIY. And actually means the opposite, means you have everything you need, you know, the knowledge, the experience, the tools, the creativity, the strategy, and the strength, physical strength, emotional strength, intuitive strength. No wonder you busted through into a alternate realm to see sort of an alternate possibility, right? The endless possibilities, an alternate outcome for your story here. You want to fix something, and yet I feel like you're enjoying this newness. Maybe that's the nervousness. Maybe you have a little twinge, a little fear that you're going to mess this up, this new start that you're on. So new relationship, new parent, new job, right? We all have in the back of the mind, oh, maybe I'll mess this up, or what if this happens? So let's get rid of that, right? Okay. Yeah, look how you have everything you need, right? Right in the palm of your hands. You can manifest, right? She's drawing in the rain, so she's kind of controlling the elements here, controlling your fate, right? Not surprising why you pass through here into an alternate reality, because you can control the outcome right now in your waking life, right? You have the choice right now, or you have choices, and are you going to continue to make the positive ones that you definitely are? Because there's, like I said, there's a lot of joy, flight, dancing, music, happiness, of how you're kind of taking the wheel here. You're kind of being the master of your wheel of fortune. And here's your wings again, your wonderful transformation. You know, you're just your soul's discovery of your ability to not only manifest and create, so that's the explosion there, that's you manifesting, that's your magic. Obviously astral travel, that's magic. Going to another realm, that's magic. So you, as a soul, and even in your waking life, you're really coming into yourself in terms of wisdom. I'm trying to point to all the relevant cards, right? The wisdom, the self-assuredness, the self-confidence, right? You're really healing yourself here. You're realizing that I can fix it. I can do everything. I can ask for help when I need. But you're really well balanced here. So a beautiful transformative period that you have gone through, right? This fresh start, this new start that clearly is making you happy. You know, this version of you is a version that's really making you kind of proud of yourself, right? Look at your guardian angel, right? Kind of realizing your ability to astral travel now as you rest, right? So they're going to be a little closer, a little tighter on you while you're sleeping here, but very peaceful rest. You know, she's almost smiling here. She's sleeping. Maybe that's why you're sleeping in again, right? I was getting the sense of maybe you're kind of missing the alarm. You'd rather be in this kind of world for a bit. I mean, it could also be in your dreamscape. You're having such a great time because you are in control. Apply that to your waking state, right? That's kind of the knowledge here is bring all this back to your own realm, right? What you do in this realm, you can do in your realm. And they're drawing me into the wings again. So a lot of flight, a lot of flying with you guys. Flying, the glow up here that you're doing, right? You're transforming, getting more comfortable, more self-assured, more confident. So the fairy is kind of, she's a bit lost, downtrodden, you know, lacking her friends, isn't sure where she should fly next. She's just kind of down, just kind of sitting, taking a rest which feels opposite to all the energy so far. Oh, a fairy with a fairy. You know what? This is like finding happiness in the simple things in life, right? Being thankful what we do have in this world. Look at your uh, your guardian angel here, sending you back, right? The transportation, both cards beaming you back to your, back to Earth 2025. In this reality, in this world, she's smiling now. She's not lost. She has direction. She has knowledge that she can do it, right? She can make this version happen in this world. Sort of the epiphany here. Maybe that's the epiphany, right? The explosion, the knowledge is you have the ability to control your fate right now. All the hands. A lot of protection with you. Right out the gate, you had a protective buddy, right? Your guardian angel, your guardian angel, your guardian angel. So you have a lot of protection right now if that brings you more comfort. And then lastly, we have this field of lilacs. And lilac helps you sleep, or it's supposed to, at least. People, like there's pillows out there that are lilac scented. So again, we have like this sleep, right? Kind of falling asleep, kind of I'm seeing some of those shows and cartoons when I was a kid where characters would walk in a field and slowly kind of, I think it was the Friendly Giant in the 80s. And he walked out into the field of flowers and he fell asleep, and then the grass grew over him. And that was sort of his blanket as he slept, right? So there's this beautiful hill of this sleeping friendly giant. So they're ending on this sort of sleeping friendly giant. So perhaps that's the goodbye. Thanks for visiting. You might not be back. This big friendly kind of cowboy that I saw here at the beginning. So that maybe was your friendly giant, right? He's gonna hang back here and go back to sleep. Send you back to where you're sleeping so you can wake back up in this world. Cowboy sending you back to your guardian angel. So you have some protectors here, and protection's pretty strong. You must have a similar protector in your waking life, whether you realize it or not. There must be an earth angel around you, right? You got this companionship, helping on both sides. Companionship, helping on both sides. Companionship, helping on both sides. So you've got some really good spiritual support. Looks like you have excitement and joy in your waking life right now with this new start that you're either already kind of stepping into or about to. But you're going to handle it fine. Just walk into it with confidence, excitement, exploration, discovery, right? You're going to meet some new friends along the way in this new chapter. Go at your own pace, but kind of explore. Everything's all about discovery and kind of exploration here. So really nice reading. I'm going to just clean up here, transition to group number 2 dreams. So if you felt like you were connected to that card as well, feel free to hang in and join us. If not, I'll see you at our next dream analysis together. Okay. Number 2 here. Okay, so group number 2, we're going to look at your cards, but first we're going to get just a few cards. We'll see kind of how they play across the top to talk more about your dream, and then we'll get into these cards and some charms to help explain sort of why you were traveling or dreaming about what you were dreaming about. The first group traveled, so that's why I brought up traveling, but we'll kind of get a sense here of what was the dream about. help me transition now into your dreamscape. Okay. And now we'll get the other cards. Move this over. Jeez. You would think everything would fall in the exact same place as the first go around when I haven't moved anything, but oh well. Let's get the additional cards. And then we'll get the charms, and then we'll get into the reading. Those two down together. And the charms. I didn't realize the bowl was off camera, so I'll just kind of hold it. Oh, let's see, they're just, I thought they didn't want the big one. Okay, so let's see. What charms do they want? Or I guess you guys, right? Your souls, your angels. Let's see what we're getting into here with the conversation about your dreams. Oh, no, that was pushing it out of the way. Okay, we'll come back. Just kind of following the story here that they seem to be creating. A lot of walking analogy off the top. So the first group had transportation, kind of analogy off the top. I was seeing like goggles, but for you guys, I'm seeing more like walking. I don't know if it's just a slower pace of your dream, but we'll get into it here. We will find out. And I just heard thunder roll. So I wonder if that's connected as well. Okay, we're going to take the timestamp here, and then we'll get into it. Okay. We're just going to start with your first card, the card that you were drawn to. So we have my single flip-flop here with the abundance on top. This is a bushel of grapes. I think that's what it's called, a bushel, a bundle, excuse me. But this the singular flip-flop means encouragement for you to take a step, even if it's a singular tiny little step, like one little thing, towards your abundance, towards your joy, happiness, fulfillment. But it's going to take you taking one little step here. So encouragement for you to move forward. Okay. So I'll tell you right off the top, it looks like you walked right into the Akashic Records here in your dreams this week. You know, seeking insights. It feels like the why. You know, why did this happen? They're drawing me into the pink lotus here that's opening for you. Pink is passion for me. The walls are streaming with the pink as well. Pink and purple and blue hues. So, you know, it looks like you went to sleep with a why question. And you wanted to go into your, well, I'm not saying you wanted to go into your Akashic Records, but that's where your soul, that's where your angels took you in your dream. Into the beautiful Akashic Records here. Talk to you about a passion that you feel missed you by, that you lost, right? There's this why. Why did this happen or did not happen for me? Okay. I don't know why that's up high. I can pull that down. Okay. Okay. So you're in your Akashic Records here. So we have good favor. So for me, if you're asking why off the top, and then they're showing good luck and good favor, that means you're going through a redirection, which means if things aren't going your way, universal energies, angelic energies, right? The divine energies are trying to push you, redirect you, keep you on the path that's meant for you. So the what if or the why answer is, well, it's not for your good, in your best interest, right? You always need to head in your best interest. This is abundance. That's abundance on top of this, on the sandal. This is abundance, wealth, happiness, joy, fulfillment. You need to, looks like you're getting pushed back or nudged back onto your correct path here. Kind of what you want isn't meant for you. Okay. It feels like she disrobed. I feel like she's kind of tossing, I don't know, like a jacket off, a cape off, to show you this kind of outfit, this new layer of skin. The fact that she's regenerating here, you know, like a phoenix coming out of the flame, right? They regenerate. It's a new phoenix, but has retained all the wisdom, right? You're retaining all the wisdom from your past relationships, but you're evolving here as a person. You're outgrowing this passion. I said person, but this doesn't necessarily mean a relationship you're outgrowing. It could be a job, could be a city, could be a group of friends. you're maturing, you're coming to realizations that are going to serve you much better. I just get this feeling of her like shedding skin and just revealing the beauty beneath, the next version of this beautiful phoenix rising. So we have my family legacy, establishing your next chapter in your soul journey here, writing your life story. Also preparedness. They're getting me a message about preparedness, kind of, maybe that's why she's disrobing here, or she's putting on. I mean, she could be putting on the new garment, sort of like a promotion, or those ceremonial dress, right? Here in Canada, our officers, our RCMP, officials, they always have a special ceremonial dress that we all see them in, and their beautiful outfits and parades and whatnot. So I feel like again, that's kind of like new skin, right? Sort of this level up as well, because it's a special dress, a ceremony. Okay. We went into the Akashic Records to learn that shedding of this is meant for you, because you're growing up, becoming more knowledgeable, more wise, more experienced, more stable, right, as a person. They're drawing me down to the words here. Usually I don't pay attention, but they're drawing me down to infinite potential. Infinite potential. They're just repeating it. Infinite potential. That's what you have right now. Infinite potential. Look what's waiting for you, right? Go follow your path here to your sun, to your abundance, to your wealth that's waiting for you. This is your path. It's almost like they're guiding you out of the Akashic Records, right? They opened a portal for you here, and they're sending you back to the waking world here, but on your path. You know, this is where you're supposed to be going. There's definitely a nudge here. You're getting nudged back onto your destiny here, your destined path. Well, it's got to be a relationship then, because we have my soulmate charm. So this is a deep love, a deep passion. So this is your relationship with another person. This is your relationship with your profession, right? It runs deep, this passion that you have for it. Or this is a passion that runs deep in you, like a love for travel kind of thing. Like I have to get out there and explore kind of thing. But it is the soulmate. So I'm going to say very strongly that probably 9 out of 10 of you, this is a relationship that's kind of falling apart here. You know, you're outgrowing each other. So this is like a best friend, a friend circle, a colleague circle, someone you're dating. Could just be somebody also in your kind of household, right? Sometimes siblings just kind of grow apart, kind of go off and do their thing. Doesn't mean they love each other any less. It's just you're going off to do your own thing, right? You're growing up here. There's this self-exploration, moving on. That's quite beautiful. And you've got two of the large stars here. So the first one's kind of your intuition, right? Your soul is letting you know that you're transforming, the phoenix, and it's in your favor to do so. So do it, right? Regenerate yourself. That's correct to do. Head out on your own path here, right? You're writing your own story. And then here's your wealth, your abundance. Look how the water is pouring now on your soul. So water for me is happiness, joy, constant stream of everything you need, everything that makes you happy, not wanting in life. You know, look how brilliant and shining you are, kind of in your full form now, right? Your transformation here is complete. So this is the next version of you that you've transformed into here in your dream. Again, see how the pink has now wrapped around you, right? It's come off the walls, come up your body, and now it's fully wrapped you. So even more encouragement that you got to go down this path towards fulfillment, happiness, passion that's returned to you, right? Not unrequited love, but a good match, right? A soul match. So you have a bit of a journey here that they really want to encourage you to go down. Your dreams have been really encouraging you to take this small step, right? This little step to head down this path. Okay. We'll start over here with my lamb, my little Bambi, with these, little baby. So new to the world, new to this. You've regenerated, so you're new in your new skin, right? You're kind of still figuring out, when I'm displaying my confidence, when I'm, I feel good about how I engaged in that scenario. No, you're letting go of these what ifs, and that's new for you to just embrace, maybe live in the present and not always wonder. As they say that, I turn over the card and the fairy has her head up here in the clouds, right? And your guardian angel's trying to get you back down here. Let's stay grounded, right? Let's go into your Akashic Records, come back this way. So whatever this distraction is, whoever this distraction is, maybe it's just this scenario, but look at them pulling you this way, and your path is down here. You're supposed to be walking down here with your angel. So you are going off your predestined path here a little bit. For us, that just means it's a delay. It's a bump in the road. You got to loop back, right? It's another cycle. But you are definitely distracted, head in the clouds, maybe it's this newness, right? When things are new, shining and new, they feel good, but there's a lot of intuition here. So I feel like you know. That's why you went to your Akashic Records, right? This is something new, but I know something's off here. Something's off. And so you're probably just feeling the sensation of something's off. I got a weird, intuitive twinge to your angel here, pulling you back onto your path, pulling you back onto your path. Okay. So the lion here walking forward with confidence, bravery, again, a step. He's just walking, right? He's just taking a step. Maybe he'll take 1-2 steps and then relax again. A bit of a calm journey, right? If this is a new relationship, maybe take a slower approach this time. Maybe not go all in, right? Don't fall head over heels this time. Try to rein it in a bit so you discover more about the person, discover more about your chemistry together. Okay. Now look what they want you to look at. They want you to look at joy, right? Pure happiness and joy. Look down here. That's where your dream job is. That's where your soulmate is. That's where your star is. It's inside this passion, this space that you know you should be in, right? The hummingbird needs this flower, right? Ignoring the forest here around you. Ignoring what's happening around you. Are you getting pulled into family drama, right? I was saying siblings over here. Step away. Go live your path. Let your sibling fight it out with the parents, right? If they want to go take this course, let them. Step back. Focus in on your passion, your dreams. Take a step towards your soul purpose, right? The call back here. Calling you back. Pulling you out of it. Okay. So I'm reading this as my pendulum of the bottom of a clock. Like it's swinging for me here. Tick tock, tick tock. Kind of, the timing is good. Timing is right. Because you are going through this transformation, this new start. Why are you allowing yourself to get distracted by, someone else, something else, someone else's decisions? Lots of passion here. Reds, pinks, purples. So this is definitely a connection that you have. Like this is something that runs deep with you. So again, a partner, a sibling, a parent, your job, profession, right? Now, for some reason, her touching the wall here, they want me to say that she's got like one hand at home here, like one hand on the foundation of her home, but look at her walking forward this way. Again, into sort of this messiness, right? I shouldn't say messiness. It's just like randomness of color. Excuse me. I'm kind of seeing like paint splatters. Someone just kind of threw paint against the wall, or this could be conversations maybe that you're observing and you want to step into. So again, kind of stepping into someone else's argument, stepping into someone else's relationship decisions, stepping into someone else's career decisions. And it's like, no, stay at home. Like stay in your space, focus on yourself right now. You're probably trying to be helpful with your advice, trying to share what you've learned, right? Trying to help them from doing that. But I feel like it's too all distracting right now with you, too all encompassing. You're losing yourself here in their stuff, in their situation, or in this kind of lust-filled, early days joyful-filled, kind of flirting, but there's no substance yet. You gotta go deeper. Slow down. Try to go deeper with this person. If they won't go deeper with you, right, your intuition, pull back. We have this beautiful playfulness, kind of child's play here, childhood. So it could be someone you know from childhood. That could be the connection for you here. Or this is just a return to play and joyfulness, happiness, right? You went from passion to like red hot here. So return to the lightheartedness, playfulness. Look at you. Return home, and then here you are at the door, right? Return home, come back to your roots, ground yourself again. Yeah, you are getting a bit lost in somebody else's minutia or in the details, or excuse me, like I said, you're getting distracted by the early days of newness, and you're not giving yourself a chance here to like take root, get your feel for the place first before you just join right into this group here, this community, this relationship, this new environment. A bit of a childlike innocence here. Ask questions, right? What do children do? Why? That's what you did up here in your Akashic Records. I started off with why. Why is this happening? Why is this person in my life? Why is this person doing that? So change the why to curiosity, exploration. Hey, let's do this. Tell me more about this, and see how they respond. So it is a niche group. So this is like a family unit, a small circle of friends, right? Your close network of friends, your team at work. So this is your close community or a interest-based community. This could be like a dating app, right? This could be all the profiles on the app that you're swiping. But it's that kind of closed community. So that's where you're spending, or that's where this person is connected to. So your family, your close friend group, colleagues, interest-based group. That's where they're sitting in to help you identify them. And look at this hole in the foundation. There's something you're not seeing. There's something, down this well in the darkness, right? I keep saying go deeper with them. Try to go deeper with them. There's this poking, looking deeper, looking down, taking that step forward to get back on your path. Get that clarity, go down that rabbit hole a little bit. Find out truly what's next for your job, for the company, right? Maybe you're walking into a scenario that they haven't given you full clarity on. So kind of pull back a little bit. But here's your transformation again, your phoenix. There's positivity, there's good change for you if you focus on yourself and transform. And look, the butterflies flying away from this hole, right? Flying away from this well to your own kind of foundation. This could also be, allow your sibling to go down this rabbit hole themselves. Let them have the lesson that maybe you learned. Let them learn it. Let them feel it. Okay. Look at the regeneration again. Sorry, I don't know why I'm coughing so much with you all. Okay, so look at the beautiful honey pot here, right? Prosperity. So you focused in on your dreams, your wishes, ignored what's going on. So you return to your joy center. You're digging your feet in, establishing your roots here. And look at the wealth, right? Your honey pot is getting fulfilled. So you're returning to happiness and joy. And again, she's not worried about the forest around her. She's just worried about this beautiful flower in front of her. And orange is all about creativity flowing, strategic thinking. So this is like envisioning your future and attaining it, right? Gold, wealth, prosperity, money. But this beautiful regeneration you went through. right? She's kind of shaking off her mushrooms here, showing her new skin, her new level of wisdom, her growth, sitting in her new world, right? She's wrapped around with everything that she loves and likes. So kind of stay in your own environment here for a bit. Don't really concern yourself with where someone else is at. It's really about your own transformation that you're going through right now. So less concerned about others. Maybe you're trying to pull them along with you. Like, look what I'm doing, copy me, right? Look how my life is glowing up, copy me. Well, that's your path. That's not their path, right? There's this divide here. There's this splitting, pulling you back down to your path and letting them off on their own. Stay here on your path. Do not go off, right? Stay here. Stay put. So interesting that you got a chance to head off here to the Akashic Records yourself to see that you need to stay on your own predestined path and return to your center of joy. I just feel like you've been pretty worked up here recently, so probably more frustrated, more flustered than happy lately, but you can return to your joy. Just ignore what they're doing, right? Try to go a bit deeper if it's a new relationship. Otherwise, just pull yourself back. Let them figure it all out, or let them come back to you, right? If you step away, if someone didn't want to go beyond surface level with you, step away for a bit and see how they respond and reach back out to you. See if they want to be in your space versus you always trying to be in their space, right? Let them show some interest. Okay. Moving over to group 3. So if you were tuning into the third card as well, please feel free to join us. Charm's back on camera. And we'll get third card here. Okay. Dream number 3. Where did we go? Or where did you all go? Maybe I'm part of this group since I said, where did we go? Let's see. What were the dreams all about this week? Where were you traveling, exploring, doing? And my hands got really shaky all of a sudden as well with this group. And now we'll get the cards and charms. I don't think the shakiness is nerves. For some reason, I feel like the ground shook. Like when I was kind of inquiring here silently why my hands are shaking, but I feel more like my whole body is like kind of trembling. It's kind of like they show like the ripple in the water when the dinosaurs stomping or big trucks rolling in. Sort of that's the alert system, right? You see the vibrations. So vibrational work here. Okay, let's get the time. Maybe your soul is just on a high vibration this week, vibrating high in terms of your manifestation powers, affirmations, wishful thinking. Maybe they were at an all-time high this week, or you were activating them consciously. I think it's coming out the side there. Yeah. Okay, just the one. Okay. Both lights. Oh, we didn't even get a charm on that one. And there's only 3 cards up here. So a little bit different than the last 2 groups, but that's okay. I'm just taking the timestamp here. Looks, oh, we just hit the 1 hour mark. Okay. What a beautiful card. I don't think I've seen this for a while, but look at the path here. So the last group walked into the Akashic Records, but look at you coming down, right? Coming below your tree of life here, right? Your life story. You're coming down below the roots. I'm going to peel back the curtains here. Let's look at the foundation. You know, what do I need to repair here? I'm going to do a little stroll here down memory lane. You know, look at all the good decisions you made, right? All the strong foundations. You know, here's a couple little hiccups. I gotta, you know, I lived and learned on that one. I lived and learned on that one. Lived and learned on that one. But look at this brighter future beckoning you forward. But for some reason, I feel like you're just kind of casually strolling down memory lane. Maybe you're looking into like family and ancestry here, right? Your roots. As I said, you've peeled back the curtains here. You're doing some deep inner work here. You're really trying to figure things out. Okay. So connected to that in your dream, we've got my charm here that reads like a, excuse me, I'm going to cough. Reads like a clock. So they're shining a light on the time. So present day, in terms of the timing, things being aligned. Maybe that's why you're casually taking a stroll down memory lane to look at all the good choices and the life lessons, kind of seeing who you are and where you're at and how you progress to become this current version of self. But there's a sense of the timing is right. Timing is aligned. You know, if I was doing a past life reading, I would be very confident saying that you strolled back here to not just memories of this life, but you actually went and checked each of your past lives here. So very old, wise soul. You know, you have the ability to kind of do that travel yourself here, but look at this wonderful world that you're creating for yourself, that you're heading towards. You know, I feel like I'm peering through the lock of a door. You know, it's sort of that old style lock where you could actually look through the keyhole. So I feel like we're looking through the keyhole at sort of this, what's shining here at the end, right? So maybe this is shining through the keyhole. So you've peered through the keyhole here and you're like, wow, that's my future. You know, right? Your soul's pointing down. This is what's awaiting you. Look what's awaiting you here. And the timing is now. So it's like, why are you looking through the keyhole? Turn the handle. Walk in. I don't think it's locked. There's no key in the hole. The keyhole is empty. You can look through. Okay. I mean, you are the key, right? Here's your soul. You are the key. And then we have the X marks the spot charm. Sometimes I read it as the X marks the spot. So we have the timing is now. It's happening now. X marks the spot. And look where you've been. You know, look at all the lives you live to achieve this. X marks the spot. It's happening now. Divine timing is now. All three of you. So everyone got this card. Everyone is really tuning into your soul purpose. But all of you, I should say. I don't know why I'm losing all my language all of a sudden. But you are so connected with your soul purpose. Look at it just pouring down on you. You know, everything that is destined for you, predestined for you, your wishes coming true, right? This is your life story in its protective capsule here. And the water is just pouring everything down onto you. The knowledge, the wisdom, right? The balance of a person that you are, the passion, your sole purpose is being fueled, right? The nutrient here of the water, blowing you up here. X marks the spot. You're in it now. This is happening now. This achieving this new world, this creation of this life for yourself, you're entering that. You're entering it, or you've, like I said, there's encouragement for you to just open the door and walk into this world that you designed. Your dream world is literally here in reality. I'm going to start over here where the other light is. So this is like a lantern, kind of like the Hermit card, right? He shines the lantern down into the depths. So maybe it's the light at the end of the tunnel, right? A lighthouse, the light at the top of the lighthouse. So it's calling you, right? It's shedding light. It's drawing you to it, calling you in. Yes, stability, right? That's what you want. Wealth, stability, health, and you wish that for everybody around you. Look at that. Look at you looking at your family, your loved ones, your community, and going, I've achieved this for myself, and now I want to see others achieve. So very kind-hearted, good spirit here from you. You know, look at the soulmates here in the corner. So if you're not currently in a soulmate relationship, it's here for you, right? It's right at the end of your feet. So it's within reach. It's around the corner. It's happening soon. For those of you in a relationship, you have the ability to make it a long-lasting soulmate relationship. You know, you might just have to peel back the curtains here a little bit, see what your role is, adjust a little bit, but I don't think there's too much dynamics here that needs to change for you to have your soulmate relationship. So shining a light that this is coming in soon for you if you don't already have it, or your relationship's going to deepen, right? You're going to fall into that next level of love and connectivity, stability with each other. But the big message here is this solid foundation that you've created for yourself, right? Look at you at the base of your roots, base of your tree, right? I started off with you saying you were peeling back the curtains and checking the foundation. Here's all the right choices, wrong choices. Here's what I did. And now you're kind of sitting out on the front porch, right? Like I said, enjoying it and wishing to help others to achieve what you achieved here. You found your happy place. You know what it's like to follow a soul purpose. Now you can impart all that onto others. You're ready for this kind of relationship. You are ready, right? So with closure, our new beginnings, this one's already open. Sorry, I'm trying to wrap around the camera here. This one's already open. So the new start's already happened because of the choices, the ending of cycles that you've done. And look what it's pointing at. Your family tree, legacy, creating new connections. I also always read this as like lungs, fresh breath of air. Right? This group really feels good. I personally am connecting to it. Maybe that's why I said we. Where did we go? Because I do feel like I have a nice fresh breath of air to my current lifestyle here. I made big change, and now I can breathe. Oh yeah, look at that. The tree itself, it's animated for me. I don't know if you can see it, but the tree itself is breathing. It's going in and out. The branches and the leaves are kind of moving slowly with each breath. All red passion, abundance with green, and then we have joy, creativity, playfulness, You know, look at you. Look at your tree. Almost the exact same as the charm here. You planted the seeds, it grew, and now you can breathe. You know, sigh of relief. You can breathe. The work you put in, the choices you made, the endings you did have all brought you to this peaceful serenity, brought you into your good place, brought you to your soul purpose. We have a little influence here. This is a bad influence. It's a little bad influence because he's, you know, smiling. He's playful. He's like my Sebastian Crab that's like, kiss the girl, right? Kiss the girl. So, you know, there could be still a little indulgence that you lean into. You know, not everything that we enjoy we cut out that doesn't serve us. That could be like, you know, I'm going to eat a lot of cheese when I'm lactose intolerant or my body just doesn't like cheese, right? It's that kind of little influence here. Oh, okay. Well, it's self-thought as they are drawing you right up to your third eye here, your mindset, your mental scape. Maybe that's why you keep coming back, keep looking back, reminding yourself, here's everything I did good. You can release this. You can let this go. So a little bit of bad influence in terms of you maybe looking back and feeling guilty, giving into some feelings of regret. Maybe I shouldn't have. But they definitely want you to release that because they gave us the bad influence charm. So this is not a headspace that is serving you well. This is the headspace that has been serving you really well. Because look what it brought you. It brought you the dream future. So just a little bit more work here. You've almost got it, everybody. I mean, we're human. We're going to do that. You know, we're going to have moments of self-doubt. We're going to fall into that. And then we have this beautiful support here. The pair of flip-flops. This is your loved ones supporting you. Someone in your life supporting you. Maybe it's your partner, right? Maybe they've been supporting you, pursuing your soul purpose here, your self-discovery, supporting the big move that you made. Maybe that's what it was. This is also your angelic support. This is also 2 feet firmly planted on the ground, right? They know exactly where they're headed. They're focused on destination B here. So you are firmly knowing where you're going, which is here, right? Where your spotlights are. Serenity, prosperity, stability, happiness, joy. Oh, look at you walking down your path. Look at you. Standing right at the edge of your path there. Right at the end, right? Right at the light. And look at the new start. The baby deer here, the new start waiting to welcome you in. Your loved ones supporting you, encouraging you. Go ahead, step forward. Look at the passion. Your heart knows that you're heading down the right direction. And again, look at the joy waiting for you. Look at your soulmate waiting for you. Look at all the wishes, right? All the magic, all the magical moments, memories. Now look how tall your tree is. Look at the roots you established, the legacy, right? The children, the grandchildren, the businesses, the lives touched. We saw that over here. You wanting to have that ripple effect out to family members, out to community, you know, positive impact. And we see that here. It's telling you, look at the legacy you built. You know, look at the beautiful shelter you built. That's what's at the end of this path. That's where your heart is drawing you. That's where you're traveling in your dreams. In your dreams, you're going to your dream world, but it's happening now in your waking state. You're manifesting your dream. Your dream world is right here, right now. And you've got both divine support and physical support. If you don't feel it, just, you know, test it out. Tell anyone, any close confidant in your family what you're going through right now. And I bet you that support just shines, right? Either verbally they support you, or they ask you, or they tell you, oh, I have this, right? Whatever this moment of self-doubt is. Maybe they go, oh, I actually have that. I've never used it. You can have it, right? We just never know. So just like a whisper here, like a thin hair, one little raindrop of this kind of lingering negative thinking. But over the whole of it, very, very positive thinking, manifestation, knowledge, awareness, but making it manifest right here in your waking life through this action. Ending, new beginnings, and this breath you're giving yourself, the fresh breath of air. That's really what I feel for you, fresh breath of air. You peeled back the curtains, you acknowledge what you did and didn't do, right? This self-acceptance, which is interesting that you struggle with it because you did it so well here. You did it so well. So step through that keyhole. Group number 3, step out of your dreams and right into your waking life, right? Step out of your dreams and right into your waking life, because your dream life very much can be your waking life here. So good luck to you all, and let's connect at our next dream analysis.